Pac-Man. The name alone evokes images of a yellow circle, a maze, and 4 colorful ghosts. It's a game that needs no introduction, a true icon of video game history. But did you know that this legendary game was inspired by a pizza? That's right. The game's creator, Toru Iwatani, was looking for a new idea for an arcade game. He was struck by the image of a pizza with a missing slice. That image, so simple yet evocative, sparked the creation of Pac-Man. The missing slice became Pac-Man's mouth opening and closing endlessly in search of pellets. And so, from a humble pizza, a legend was born. Pac-Man's gameplay is deceptively simple. You control Pac-Man, a yellow circle with an insatiable appetite, through a maze. Your goal? Eat all the dots. But watch out. 4 ghosts, each with its unique behavior, are there to stop you. Blinky, the red ghost, chases you relentlessly. Pinky, the pink ghost, tries to ambush you. Inky, the blue ghost, is unpredictable. And Clyde, the orange ghost, well, Clyde is just random. The maze is littered with power pills. Eat one, and the ghosts turn blue, vulnerable to your munching jaws. For a brief, glorious moment, you become the hunter, not the hunted. Released in 1980, Pac-Man was an instant hit. It quickly became a global phenomenon, captivating players of all ages and backgrounds. The simple yet addictive gameplay, coupled with the endearing characters, made Pac-Man a game for everyone. People flocked to arcades, pumping coins into cabinets, eager for just one more game. The game spawned a merchandising empire, with Pac-Man appearing on everything from t-shirts to lunchboxes. Pac-Man became more than just a game. It became a cultural icon, a symbol of the golden age of arcade video games. Pac-Man's journey to global stardom began in Japan, where it was originally released as Pac-Man. The name was later changed to Pac-Man for international release to avoid any unfortunate misinterpretations with the English language. Imagine someone easily changing the P to an F. In Japan, the game was an instant sensation, with people lining up for hours to play it. It was a welcome change from the space shooters and sports games that dominated arcades at the time. Pac-Man's simple gameplay and cute characters attracted a wide audience, including women who were not traditionally drawn to video games. Pac-Man's popularity wasn't confined to arcades. The game was ported to countless home consoles and computers, bringing the maze-running fun to living rooms worldwide. The Atari 2600 version, released in 1982, was a massive hit, becoming the best-selling game for the console. Pac-Man's success on home consoles ensured that its popularity continued long after the golden age of arcades had faded. The game was simple enough for players of all ages and skill levels to enjoy, yet challenging enough to keep them coming back for more. In 1982, Pac-Man's popularity reached new heights with the release of Miss Pac-Man. This sequel introduced a female protagonist, Miss Pac-Man, every bit as hungry and determined as her male counterpart. Miss Pac-Man featured faster gameplay, new maze designs, and even a dash of personality for the titular character. The game was a critical and commercial success, proving that female characters could be just as popular as male characters in video games. Miss Pac-Man became a gaming icon in her own right, cementing Pac-Man's status as a true video game dynasty. Pac-Man's success wasn't limited to the maze chase genre. Over the years, the character has starred in a variety of games, from platformers to puzzle games. Pac-Land, released in 1984, was a side-scrolling platformer that gave Pac-Man legs and arms for the first time. Pac-Mania, released in 1987, offered an isometric perspective on the classic maze chase gameplay. Pac-Man's willingness to experiment with new genres has kept the character fresh and relevant for over 4 decades. Pac-Man has embraced the modern gaming landscape with open arms, or should we say, an open mouth. The character has appeared in countless mobile games, bringing the joy of maze running to a new generation of players. Pac-Man Championship Edition, released in 2007, gave the classic formula a modern makeover with vibrant graphics and a thumping electronic soundtrack. And in 2020, Pac-Man celebrated its 40th anniversary with a slew of events and releases, including a new game, Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle, a battle royale game with a Pac-Man twist. Pac-Man's legacy is undeniable. The character is instantly recognizable around the world, transcending language and cultural barriers. Pac-Man is a symbol of joy, of simple fun, of the golden age of video games. For those who grew up playing Pac-Man, the character evokes a sense of nostalgia, of simpler times spent in arcades and living rooms, joystick in hand. But Pac-Man is more than just a nostalgic relic. The character continues to charm new generations of players, proving that the appeal of simple, well-designed games is timeless. Why is Pac-Man still relevant after all these years? The answer is simple: Pac-Man is a timeless classic. The game's simple yet addictive gameplay is as fun today as it was over 40 years ago. Pac-Man's characters, from the yellow hero himself to the 4 colorful ghosts, are instantly recognizable and endlessly charming. And the game's legacy as a cultural icon ensures that it will continue to be enjoyed for generations to come. Pac-Man reminds us that sometimes the simplest things are the most enduring. It's a game about eating dots, avoiding ghosts, and having fun. And in a world that can often feel complicated and overwhelming, that's a message we can all appreciate.